Okay, this video is for all of you who want to do a swap and do a 2J swap into E39. This is an E39 525i wagon, as you can see up on stilts. So I wanted to do this swap. Well, actually years now, but I bought the motor. I bought the car. Then the motor went on me. Not motor went, but it's not bad. The motor's still good actually. I had a leak on the thermostat, which went on the belt, and then the belt slipped off, locked up the water pump, and yeah, there goes my overheating problem, and it was a mess. I had to get towed home. I'll try to put the video in the column up here. And so I got frustrated. I said, forget it. I'm gonna take this motor out and put in this guy. So this is a 1.5J vvti. So it's a 2J head, 2J bottom, GE bottom, with a 1J vvti head. Had it done, had the head poured and polished, and the block done too at Wright Racing in Long Island. I forget which part of Long Island. I think North Babylon or something like that in Long Island. So we're gonna take that and put it in here. I'm not gonna show the video how to take it out because there are tons of videos on YouTube how to take out a motor from E39, and I'm not gonna even take motors to show. I'm not even gonna show the motor putting in because there are also a bunch of motors. What I'm gonna show is the fitment, the motor mounts and stuff. Well, I ordered motor mounts from this company on eBay. Here you go, right here. I have no clue how they fit. We're gonna find out when we put it in. I got all new parts from Drift Motion. Talked to Aaron there, hooked me up. Timing belt and so on. I had to buy those. Hint: if you have a short block and you have a short block and don't have parts, the best thing is to do is get a long block, cheap. Get a 2jzgte, 2jzgte, the non-turbo that come in the SC300s, the GS300s, the IS300s. Any one of those motors with the stuff on it, with all the parts on it, so you don't have to, because stuff that I had to go and buy and get, such as, let me show you, bolts for the water pump neck, bolts for the water pump, bolts for the oil pump I had to buy. I had to go to AutoZone and get bolts for the tensioner, and these little bolts for the alternator I had to find. Look, I did have bolts for the when I bought this from my guy in New Jersey. And oil pan. I bought an oil pan. I had to buy oil pan. I had to buy this. I had to buy water pump. I had this here because I swapped it out from my GS over there, and the water pump. I had to buy a new water pump and all that stuff. Well, the coil packs, that's a given. You have to get the coil packs and then the adapter for it. Got that off of eBay for a pretty good price. I bought this here from another guy actually a couple of years ago. So install it. I have where I put them. Oh yeah, my injectors again. Development injectors from Drift Motion. Did that. I got that from them. Aaron hooked them up. So that is gonna go in here. I'll probably put those in once I get it in the car. I also got the wiring harness done from wiring specialists. Wiring specialties. They did a fantastic job with the harness. So that I'm excited to put that in. So The only problem I have is number one, trying to figure out the motor mounts. My guy in Wisconsin, he already figured out. He has it. Francisco, he got it. I'm gonna put his link in the bio. He has them too. He already did the swap. Not the swap. He did, yeah. He did the mock-up of the motor mounts and everything already. So I gotta link him and see if I need one to get it. I also got my fabricator too here. So already put in the pedals. Again, I'm not gonna show videos of how that was done because there's a ton of them in there. I got my tools here for doing some knickknacks in here. I gotta just finish up. Yeah, too. Point. Hey, careful when you trying to adjust or trying to place the pedals and the clutch pedals in there. Careful how you pull in this out, because it snaps right out of the master cylinder real easy. All right, I did it about 3 times, and it's a pain in the neck every time I had to take it off to put it back in. So I had to learn. And also, for those of you using a standalone ECU, as opposed to using, let's say, the ECU from a we're using drive-by-wire standalone. You don't have to change out your clutch pedal, your accelerator pedal, because even though you have the kick down, the computer doesn't see that. It's not necessary because you're running a manual. So that is good. All it's trying to see is the voltage, the maximum voltage up and down. I think it's 5 volts or something like that. The guy was telling me, the ECU master, the tech at ECU Masters was telling me. I'm going to use the ECU Master Black. So that is fairly simple for me to take. I have to. So again, here, Matthew, my guy. So here we go. This is already pull out the auto, the shifter for the auto, and I just need to just pull it out. But I'll leave it in there so that, I don't want anything come crawling into the car and making it at home. And also, we have this here cable that is connected to right in the corner here. It's a 10mm bolt. Hold down. Yeah, you just take it off, and there's like a pin right there. You can see it. That pin right there. Good. Yeah, you just kind of slide it off, and it stays there because it goes and it comes right into this here. This is the cable here, and I'm not certain what it's for. What it does. That I'm going to do some research and find out and let you know if necessary. But I've seen in a lot of videos, the guys just make boom, boom, and just pull it out. And I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, wait, I have this, and I'm not seeing nobody showing me how to take it out. So, yeah, it comes off of here, the 10mm comes off, slide it right out, and boom, it's out. And then once you disconnect this from your gearbox or your transmission down in the bottom, it's easy. Just pull it right out, and you're good to go. So all my concern is my gearbox, my R154. Once it's made up to the 1.5J or the 2J, whatever, it's the same thing. Once it's made up to that, I wanted to know if it's gonna actually line up with this. I wanted to line up right in the hole. Hopefully I don't have to do any extensions on it. And that's my only worries in my head right now about this swap, because I really don't want to cut my car. I don't want to cut the interior because the car's quiet. Once I put in back the manual boot and all that stuff, it gonna lock out all the road noise and everything. So I don't even, And the next problem I have is trying to figure out an exhaust for this. A nice, quiet, gentleman exhaust. Like suit and tie exhaust, but still got a kicker in there. One of those. Ha! That's what I'm looking for. So I got a couple. They're Vibrant. I think there's another one called, I think it's a Tome or something like that. And some other, is Tome? I can't remember. One of those. And then another one. So, yeah. So, yeah, as I was saying, the extension on the R154, I already changed the seal, the back seal, the rear seal on the R154. It's ready to go. I got to change out, I just got to change the oil. It's been sitting here for a minute. And I got a stick hidden there somewhere. This here. Hopefully this is the right length and I don't have to either cut it or adjust it or modify it in any way to fit into that hole. But yeah, that's what we got for right now. So I'm going to have the timing done. My boy did that for me. It's fairly simple. There's a bunch of, again, videos up there how to line up or adjust the vvti. Just line up the marks, top and bottom, and set up your timing belt. Good to go. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to. One thing also I like about this BMW is this right here. So you take off your hood struts, pop it open, and put your bolts in there. Yo, this is cool, man. That's life right there. It makes life a whole lot easier. You got sunlight coming in and the whole 9 yards. So here we go. So the things I'm going to keep, the cooling system, which I want to keep. Power steering, I'm going to keep. I'm keeping my AC, but what I'm going to have to do is I'll have to take the hose, these AC lines, and have them custom made or custom extended to come over on the other side, because on the 1.5, the JZ, the power steering, is on this side. The AC is on this side, so I have to get the lines to come over on this side. I already got the lines and everything for the AC, so all I got to do is get it spliced. I'll probably go to Marlin Hose in Long Island or one of the places there to get it done. So yeah, this is it. Remove this. I seen videos where you could actually remove the oil coolant for the transmission oil coolant, because you don't need it. You're not using it. You're going auto, or you could use it, put in a new one, and instead of getting that oil, you could put in a new one and use it for. You could splice the lines and use it for the oil cooler for the engine oil cooler. So instead of having finding space for the other one, you could probably use that one. You just have to custom made the lines, and they come out right here, and they're right over there. Where the transmission lines at? Oh yeah, the transmission lines are on the bottom there. Yeah, you could probably cut the lines, clean them out as best as you can, and then we put in a new one, because with a transmission fluid you can't get all that stuff out of there. So I would put in a new one, and then I would use that as an oil cooler for my oil cooler coming off of this guy right here. There's a pancake one for this, but I'm using the OEM joint because it gets cold here, and you want to heat up the oil before you want to heat up the oil. You don't want to have that cold oil just running up and down in your motor. Well, that's what some of my research was showing me. So there we go. So I know this is a mess, but that's it. So until my next video, I should just let y'all see.